Feast your eyes! Well, I finally had it dyed. Brightest color I've seen yet. Well, have you seen this? A spirit hairpin. My coin purse is empty, but come on! Worth it!
This place doesn't seem any different. Oh, what's this? Birgit was made Flower Maiden at the 47th Sacred Flower Festival. It looks like the Sacred Flower Festival is over.
I wonder what Olivia is doing. Let us go visit the matriarch.
Hey there guys, and welcome back to some more Bravely Default. In today's episode, we are going to be taking on the final member of the Blood Rose Legion, Red DeRosa. But before that, we are going to check out some flavor text available from the matriarch and find out just how different this world is from our previous one.
Who might you be, child?
I am the vessel of wind. Agnès oblige.
Ah, I see it now. My, but you've grown, dear. Florum is more beautiful for your visit. If only Olivia were alive to see you, she would have been so happy.
What? You mean Olivia is...
About 6 months ago, I am afraid. There was a great earthquake at the hidden village, and she perished protecting her crystallists.
It cannot be.
Her successor was rejected by the Orthodoxy due to her illness, and there is no other. She was such a talented child, but the Orthodoxy cast her out.
And what of the water crystal?
The shield put in place by Olivia disappeared with her demise. Now I fear that not a soul can get near it.
Then we must act. Leave this to me.
Of course. I pray you are able to bring the light back to the water crystal wind vestal.
Alright, leave it to us. But yeah, this world is significantly different than our last one. Before, Olivia died to protect Agnès. In this world, she's already dead. Curiouser and curiouser. Alright, we are going to be taking on Red, and for that, we have shield strats and ninja strats. So we have Agnès, she has access to ninjutsu, and we're going to be using Kairai to send the majority of the attacks over towards our defensive tank, Adia. As for damage, we've got Tiz, he's going to be using Time Magic, he's going to be using Comet, I'll explain why when we actually start the battle, as well as Phantom Weapon, Two-Handed, and Axlor in order to bump up his attack strength. And Rainbow, he has a Thief build, so we are going to be trying to steal an item from Red DeRosa, and we also have access to Singing, so we are going to be using one more for you to get extra BP over towards Rainbow, as well as Love Rush to boost up our speed. Should be a nice easy battle. Knock knock, anybody home?
It seems women are being tricked and captured in this world as well.
We must set them all free.
Ah, but that would put me in quite the bind.
It's the Red Old Man!
Now that is unfortunate. You could have at least called me dashing, don't you think? You do realize you are trespassing. I think it's time you ran along.
We know what you are up to. You must stop using these women for your wicked ends.
Oh, do you now, my pretty little thing? Well then, go ahead and tell me what I am doing.
Pheromore toxin.
What? Well, knock me over with a feather. Just where did you hear that?
You told us yourself.
I did? Just a second. Have I met you somewhere before?
No, I believe you have yet to make our acquaintance.
Feigning ignorance, are we? Very well. How much do you know?
You use cologne containing pheromone toxin to trick and exploit women for your own gain.
Well, well. Isn't this awkward? You seem to have seen right through me. You do realize the women I woo get something out of this too, right? My techniques are truly superior. They all leave satisfied.
You filthy old man!
Oh, I thought I recognized you from somewhere. You're the Grand Marshal's daughter. You seem intent on disparaging my little operation. But I'll have you know the Council of Six has given full approval.
What?
Don't you see? Your father has personally condoned this operation that you call filthy. I fail to see how it warrants criticism from his own blood. Have I made myself clear? Good. Now off you go, children. I have much work to do here.
We're not going anywhere. We'll not turn a blind eye to this wickedness.
Oh, so that is how you want to play it. I'll warn you, I'm not the kind to roll over easily myself. It looks like I'll have to teach you the hard way. Since you're clearly incapable of managing my nickname, let's make this formal.
Yeah, we know. Captain of the Blood Rose Legion. The Red Mage. Old Man DeRosa.
Whoa, hold on there.
Burn. Red Mage, you're about to get severely burned in multiple ways. Now, last time we fought DeRosa, he was really difficult simply because he was able to charm us and make us turn on our allies. This time, no, that is not happening. We have access to something called Deep Rebuff Locket or something like that. It's an item that will allow us to be immune to charm, so screw you. Alright, we're going to do some setup. So we're going to default with Tiz, and we're going to set up a reflect on all of our allies using Anyas, and then everyone else can just default. Now this will allow us to send all of the magic attacks right back to him. So no thundering for me, no siree. Alright, Tiz, we are going to Brave, we are going to start using some... Where is it? I want the comet attacks. Those should do a fair bit of damage. Anyas, I'm going to use Ninjutsu and Kairai to send all the physical attacks over toward the Dia. Rainbow, we're going to Brave with him, and we are going to use the Thief's Knife in order to steal the Hermes Sandal that DeRosa is currently holding on to. It's not a super important item, but it increases speed, and that's always handy to have. And with the Dia, we are going to use Reflect on ourselves. And the reason we're going to do this is that it is going to send the Reflect over to DeRosa, which means DeRosa will have Reflect. The reason I'm doing this is because it reflects both white magic and black magic. So if he tries to cure himself, it's going to get reflected. So each of these cons should be doing like roughly around 10,000 damage, except when it misses. There's the Hermes Sandal, so Ring Bell is pretty good on that regard. Let's see, Tiz, we are going to go for multiple Braves. We're going to go for 4 Comets. I'm going to use a Kairai to send the attack over towards the Dia. Ring Bell, I'm going to have you Brave multiple times so that we can re-BP Tiz. So we're going to go for one more for you 3 times. Send those towards Tiz, and Dia, you can chill out. You can just default. So each comet is going to be doing roughly around anywhere from 5,000 to 10,000 damage each turn, and DeRosa has in total 100,000 HP. And this is the reason why I put Reflect on DeRosa. He will try to use Cure on himself to recover some of his HP, which is fairly meager. It's like only around like 2,000 or so. But thanks to the Reflect, it will be bounced off of him and then sent to us. So we are basically using the Reflect to cock block him from healing himself. Alright, we're going to send the Kairai. We're going to use Kairai to send the physical attacks over toward the Dia, and with the Dia, we might as well go for some supercharges. We'll just go for 1 supercharge, that's good enough. On the next turn, I believe, I think that is when we will need to reset our reflex. Okay, our reflect has fallen off, so Onyx, I'm going to have you go for a reflect, and Adia, I'm going to have you give full cover to Onyx while she's doing that. Now, unfortunately, we are going to lose Rainbow and Tiz to that, but that's not the end of the world. So Onyx, I'm going to have you use Kai Rise over towards Adia. Adia, I'm going to have you Brave 4 times. I'm going to have you use a Phoenix down on Tiz, 1 Phoenix down on Rainbow, and then we're going to use some Reflects to set them up for Reflect. Alright, team defenses are back up and running. Now we need to get some BP back over towards Tiz. So let's see. We are going to use Ninjutsu, Kai Right, to send the physical attacks over towards Adia. Adia, you can... yeah, we can only just default. That's all we can do. Chiba Jinrai, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Kai Right, that's what I want. Rainbow will use one more for you to recharge Tiz. And then Adia, we are going to use Black and White Magic to prevent DeRosa from healing himself. Now, part of the reason why I'm using Comet, aside from it doing a ton of damage, is that it's immune to Reflect. So I can just spam the Comet and not have to worry about getting hit by my own Comets. The real downside about the Red Mage, though, is that it's not really able to use a whole lot of offensive magic. It stops at level 4 Black Magic. And at this point in the game, it's severely outclassed by pretty much everything at this point. I cannot get good damage output using the Red Mage like this. I pretty much have to rely on Phantom Weapon or Magical Pierce the Foe just to be able to get something reasonable in terms of damage.
What is it?
Oh, it's just...
Does it bother you that your father approved of that man's plan?
yes.
Not to sound like Lord DeRosa, but don't you think you are underestimating him? When we obtained the report he had written earlier, I took down the details in my journal. The Red Mage has stopped at nothing to claw his way up the ranks of the Eternian forces. You should read them again sometime.
I will.
Adia can now equip the Bravo Bikini. I don't even want to know why Old Man was holding this. Also, my sound is breaking up. Okay, it looks like the sound is up and running properly again. So after defeating DeRosa, we now get access to 2 new pages inside Thee's journal. Not this one. If we go into the Red Reports, there will be 2 new pages that have been added. And these 2 show that DeRosa was conspiring with the Profiteer and Kita to overthrow the duchy. So Kita planned all the toxins, Profiteer was financing it, and the line that he said that the duchy was in full support of their plans was complete and absolute BS. We now also have access to something called the Bravo Bikini, apparently. So if we go into equipment and we go to Adia, we now have access to this lovely little dress thing, and we have access to the Bravo Bikini. So, yeah, this is a thing. This is a thing inside this game. So, you know, thanks for this, Square Enix. Thanks a lot. Alrighty. Now that we have dispensed with the Blood Roast Legion, we can now finally go and awaken the Water Crystal. So, as always, thank you guys so very much for watching this, and I hope to see you next time. Laters!